Hi, my name is Rich. I use the he, him pronouns, and you're watching my YouTube channel where I play amazing tabletop role-playing games with friends. This is Sunday, so it's Intercontinental Group of Awesome Day. We are a player short, so we're going to take a break from our Pandora Total Destruction game to do a one-shot. It is October, which means that it's near All Hallows Eve, and I suggested a few options, and folks were interested in a one-shot of something spooky. We are going to play Zombie World. Now, Zombie World is this game that Magpie released. It comes in a box, like that big box, and it's a game that is powered by the Apocalypse engine game about survivors of a zombie apocalypse, a la Walking Dead or Z Nation. And in it, you create an enclave. Cards are dealt because there are no dice in this game, but it is not, it does have a resolution system via cards. You deal cards out and you kind of, I guess not kind of, but actually randomly create your character, which is an interesting idea. You get two options for your present, which is the face you present to the world now and post-apocalyptic, and a past and a trauma, which is how you cope with stress. And we have already handed out all of those cards for folks who may have watched the channel in the past. As a lark for us, we have decided that this is set in the IGoA Mall, the IGoA Beachwood Mall. It is a Mojo-verse version of it, so things may appear from previous and they may not, and we're just gonna have a good time with this as a one-shot deal. So we're to the point where folks are going to introduce their characters, and then once we do that, we will be drawing relationships between players, and then I deal out allies for everyone. Let's start from the top right and then head left and down. The reason I'm talking about directions is because we have this cool Roll20 layout. Oh man, how do you make it? I remember there's a way to make this disappear. Is that it? Yes. Cool. So there is a custom Roll20 setup for this. We're using the mall, and so we're going to start with your character, Alex. If you could introduce yourself and introduce your character.
Hi, I'm Alex. I use he, him, and I'm playing Trevor Joplin. I think he's useful enough to be kind of around when decisions are being made, though I don't think anyone is happier by his presence. And he looks like a young Trevor from Grand Theft Auto 5.
One of the GTAs.
Yeah, one of the GTAs.
You have a very high steel, which means that you're very good at keeping calm and in control, but a surprisingly good savagery and survival. It seems that your soul, your capacity for human connection is poor. Very poor.
Yeah. If only that was better.
If only. I'm sure you fret about that often.
Oh, I'm sure he does.
Cool. Thank you very much, Alex. I'm going to deal you a population. This is your ally. Oh, I'm sorry. We're supposed to do relationships first, so I will not do that. Sabine, you're up. If you could introduce yourself and tell us about your character, please.
Hi, my name is Sabine. I use any pronouns. I am going to play Jonathan McClellan, and I need to find him on this Roll20 thing here. There he is. Jonathan is kind of a diplomat. He usually is kind of okay while making deals with people. He's kind of brusque, though. He's not the kind of touchy-feely diplomat. He's more like the fuck you, you have something I want. So we have something you might want. So let's talk about that. Okay. Yeah, that's basically Jonathan. He is not very good at savagery because, I mean, he's a middle-aged white guy. He's never had to fight for anything in his life, probably. The way he looks pretty soft. Probably
A little
was rich.
soft around the edges. A
Yeah.
little soft around the middle.
If we have enough food, it's okay. I can be a little soft around the middle. Once the first instance of not tuberculosis, what's the word? Cholera strikes, you'll be happy to be a little soft around the middle too. So, yeah, he doesn't like it when people make fun of his non-athletic exterior, I guess, body. He is pretty good at talking to people. He's got 3 of soul. He's got 3 of steel, so he keeps himself together pretty well. He's also not too bad at surviving, I guess. So yeah. But he'd really rather have people around him who can do the savagery thing. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, Sabine. Last but not least, Jen, you're up.
All right. I am playing Laura Martin. She's taken on the role of counselor, so usually has something kind to say to somebody. She's always willing to listen to people who just need to release some of their guts, but like metaphorically. However, she is good at the savagery, so if guts need to be literally released from where they are currently contained, she can make that happen too. You are muted, Rich and Alex.
Let's do relationships.
Yeah.
All right. I am going to grab is there a relationships deck? There is.
Isn't it the fate deck, but just how you orientate it?
I think you're right.
I think you just.
Yep. I'm gonna deal 1 card to each of you. I think so. Relationships. Okay. Oh, there's a relationship side of the fate card. You're exactly right. To learn what relationship between their 2 survivors is. Okay. So I'm going to deal cards 1 at a time. First, Alex, I'm going to deal this to you. And this is, I think I'm supposed to say who it's between, right? Deals 1 for between adjacent players. So I'll just draw this and I'll just drop it in the middle. That's what I'll do. I'll just draw a card. I'll deal 1 card to myself. Sorry. This will make sense in a moment. And I'm going to drop this card between between Jonathan McClellan and Trevor.
Oh.
That doesn't look like a.
That looks like a person.
It does look like a person. I'm going to try again. I'll deal. Sorry about that.
I mean, Trevor is a bit of a shit, but you can tell the difference between a person.
Okay, this one says fate. This is what I wanted. All right, here we go.
You don't like your new friend, Broomhead McGarbage Can?
All right, relationship, and I'm gonna blow this up so I can read it. Oh my goodness, I blew it up way too much. The 2 of you had a relationship well before Z-Day. Why is it strained and distant now? Doesn't have to be a romantic relationship if you don't see that for your character, but you had some kind of close relationship, at least, possibly friends.
Maybe
Possibly relationship. Intimate, could be familial.
Oh, familiar. I like familial.
Could I'm going to throw out like some sort of mentor. I mean, he's not.
That's kind of hard to do if we can't talk about our past, because I don't know what your past is and how I would be a mentor to that. I have no idea if that's fitting. I think maybe we are just related, kind of cousins or something.
Ooh, interesting.
And maybe at the family barbecues, we kind of were the guys who were always standing around the barbecue thing because we're the best at that.
Oh, I mean, and this could go both ways. I think we both could have this opinion. It could be strained because, like, it was nice to shoot the shit at barbecues, but zombie apocalypse, yeah, you're a liability.
I mean, I feel the reason why this is strained is pretty clear, really, with the diplomat and contrarian. We don't need to dream up reasons why this is strained now, right?
Without stress, we were able to interact. Add stress, and it's just
was just okay back then. Maybe in-laws, something like in-laws, and I know you are my brother-in-law and my wife's dead, and you remind me of that.
Yeah, brother-in-law. There we go.
Yeah. You're still
Spicy.
better, still better than my sister-in-law, but let's not talk about her.
Oh man, that's great. That pops. I like it. Let's draw another. And this one will be the relationship between. Did I draw another population? Man, I'm bad at dice and cards. I'm gonna not drop that one on the thing, and I'll just deal this thing. All right, this is between Jonathan and Laura. No, drop it. Hopefully in the right place there. All right, so the two of you have a plan to improve the enclave. What is it?
It's not get rid of Tremor.
Of course not. That's just right off the table because that makes the show a lot more boring.
Yeah. Also, he's my brother-in-law.
He's your brother-in-law, and that's
that's we can't do that.
Also, like, what if I tried to do something and then you got kind of upset because he's family, and like maybe you didn't expect to get upset, but in the moment you're like,
No, we're not doing that.
So let's see.
I'm still a memory of your wife, even if you don't particularly like me. Still a thing.
Like you
also,
personally.
I represent something.
Also, I have some good memories. And if I can just tune you out, then what you're saying, it's fine. I can just imagine that we're back at the barbecue. Anyway, so what maybe we could kind of try to store the not the communication system, but the thing that they have in malls that you can
restoring the PA.
Yes, exactly. Maybe that's
the public announcement system.
Yeah.
I kind of like that. I was also thinking of maybe like trying to use some wood framing and even drywall like mad people, and actually create some rooms and partitions that are, at a domestic scale instead of the ridiculous mall scale. Because some of those little shotgun shops can be made into multiple apartments if we just put in some thought and planning. And like, yes, we have a lot of cots and bunks and stuff.
Yeah, but it kind of
and like all the sleeping bags we can eat, but we want more places to change clothes in that are sized to change clothes. Like, I get that if I'm in the Dairy Queen / Orange Julius like employee room that I can change and probably not be seen. But
I mean, the CNA has changing booths, they're a clothing store, but I know what you mean. I would like to be able to close the door behind me, and then if somebody wants something from me, they knock. That will be awesome. Yeah.
Installing apartments is a pretty grand idea, and it directly deals with one of your scarcities.
Yep.
I wanted something a little more ambitious. Like the PA systems is also great.
No, it's fine. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Okay. Then our last relationship is between Laura and Trevor. And I'm sure it will be a wonderful relationship indeed.
Who knows?
Okay. The two of you care about a third member of the Enclave.
Oh,
Why
man.
do you feel the need to protect them? Now, we haven't handed out allies yet. The three people that have been put out there so far are, we have our skateboarding girl, high school student, Meg Lim, who aches to get back out to the skate park, but is told she can't.
I love all of them.
As a member of the the local consumers, we have Lakeisha Murray, who's a cook. She worked in the food court. And then we also have as another member of the local consumers, Hazel Nemeth, who's a teacher by her actual trade, but I think she worked. What do you think, Sabine? Do you think she worked at Spa like part-time?
Maybe she was a customer.
Oh, she was a customer at Spa? Okay.
Yeah.
Does she still have her dog or cat? My inclination is to say no.
Oh,
Yeah.
Because
no.
if the answer is yes, then I've got to be all like, okay, can I preemptively X card anything bad happening to the cat or dog?
My head says exactly the same. Either it's there and we're X carding bad things happening to that animal, or it's not there, so we don't have to worry about it.
Okay. Well, then in that case, give us a cute animal.
Carried, like with little head sticking out from the jacket.
Oh, that's great. So it's
little
like
purse
a
rat.
little, is it like a Chihuahua sized dog? Is it just a cat? Is it a weird animal of some
A
kind?
Chihuahua-sized dog seems appropriate. I like that.
Okay. All right.
In fact, let's just go and say it is literally a Chihuahua.
It is a Chihuahua. Shall we go with Churro because of the conversation we were having earlier?
Yes.
Hazel.
As to the thing,
do you have a kid, Trevor? Have you procreated, sir? Oh no, okay.
Maybe. I think fitting in with the character. I'm sure he has a kid. Has he been around that kid? Does that kid know that they're his father? That he's the father?
Yeah, that's a good question.
So yeah. Meg. Yeah, I think. Like, I don't know if it's like 100% like true, but it's like, but he definitely suspects. I think that's his.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we, just so I'm clear, we're saying that his kid is in this setting?
Meg, who he has definitely had relationships with Meg's mum in the right time frame.
Oh, I see. Meg might be okay. Sorry, I was really slow on the uptake there.
Yeah,
I'm now with you.
So
that sounds pretty great to me.
Yeah. What's your kind of connection?
I see a lot of potential in Meg. And like, she's been pretty resilient throughout all of this madness. And I don't know, perhaps, well, I don't think I've discussed this with either of you, but you might get the sense that Laura's consciously or unconsciously resting a certain amount of hope on Meg. You know, like if Meg can keep her shit together and continue to be in a good place mentally, and still loves her hobbies and passions and stuff, even though zombies around the world, like that things can be okay.
Dang. Let me check in. Because we did not do Alliance and Veils. How do we feel about putting Meg at risk? We're putting a lot of hopes on her, which in zombie fiction means she is certainly going to be at risk, but I want to check in with you all as players.
I feel like she's old enough to not. I think she's late teens.
Yeah.
How long ago did this happen? The Z-Day. How long ago did Z-Day happen? Is it months ago?
You were talking about the relations.
Rich, let me talk to you a little bit.
Well, whatever her age is.
Whatever her age is, plus 9 months.
Yeah.
But no, I feel like it's been months since Z-Day.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Just wanted to make sure that so she's been dealing
months
with
since total collapse of services and civilization.
Okay. Thank you very much for allowing me to ask that question. We have defined our relationships. Now I get to deal an ally to each of you. And I have finished cropping out a pic for Churro, so let me quickly add that picture to our game.
Is that going to go next to Hazel?
It has to go next to Hazel, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Pride of place at the top of the enclave.
All right.
I love them.
That's just a faction future or whatever their name is, Churro.
It is exactly
Just
the
have to
faction
say
future
that.
Churro. Because how could I resist that?
Yeah, this little face.
Cool. By the way, Sabine, if you click on the sidebar journal in Roll20, there are playmats, which one of the playmats is the basic moves, and it has it in text. So you can just click on it once and you can see all of the basic moves. There are
Which one is the journal thing?
I'll walk you
though?
through. Let me screen share and I'll show you. Just so
I used to know all of that,
It's the
but
third.
Okay, so
third
this
of the
is chat.
tabs.
Exactly. It should be the third one here.
come on,
You see it?
Nope, I'm looking at the wrong place.
Okay.
No, I can't see it still. I still can't see it.
You can't see the
Where?
journal?
Where is it?
Where the
Chat, and then there's assets, which are library. Then the
Oh,
next
over
one is
there.
journal.
Okay, my Zoom window is in the way. Okay, yes, I found it. Yes, thank you. Sorry.
No problem.
Okay, basic moves. There it is.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So you don't need the Enclave or character playmat, but
Okay.
if you want to look at what basic moves are, you can click on it a single time and you'll see them already in a nice format of text. Zombie moves are here. And then if you're curious,
I will say there is a couple of relevant moves in the character sheet, which is like the NPC
you're right.
allies move.
Yes, thank you for that. Yeah, you can
So
ask your allies to do stuff and then suffer serious harm. We'll definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, here's Churro for anybody who was curious about.
And foraging for supplies and deciding what those supplies are is a move on the enclave.
Yeah, enclave. Good stuff. Okay. Now I'm dealing some folks to folks. I'm going to give this one to this one that I accidentally delivered. I'm going to give this to Trevor. So Trevor, this is your ally. This person is a member of the population who has become an ally of Trevor. You, the player, will detail the relationship you have with them and why this ally has come to follow your lead. They're not mindless in that follow,
I think I killed him, and I think he was my ally in the previous
Yes.
Zombie
Yes.
World.
I
I will try
do-
not to kill him this time.
Do you want me to give him to someone else since you've had him as an ally?
No,
I didn't remember that.
I'm
Okay.
happy to the second chance to do better by Travis.
Okay. And our next ally goes to Jen's character. Bloop. You get Virginia Kempf, the burglar.
Nice.
And I'm handing this out. Ryan. Oh wow, a mall cop. Is it a mall cop or a real cop? You get to tell us, Sabine. You have Ryan, Hyung, and I'll give each of you a minute, and then we'll come back around and I'll ask some questions about your ally. I'm going to move this ally over here underneath stress so that the past is not hidden.
Okay, I hate him, but he's my ally. Okay. That's fine.
Well, there hashtag not all cops. I don't know.
Look at his skills.
Oh. All right. Well,
So much for not all cops.
Yeah, we're reading the skills. Yeah. Equipment badge. Yeah, well done with that. That'll be useful.
Yeah.
okay. Alex, are you ready to tell us about Travis Conrad?
Yeah. He is a work friend. I think he was where Trevor worked. He was a bit higher up. Not like, I don't think he was in charge of Trevor work, but I think he, not exactly mentoring, but definitely, you know, a hint of that to their friendship. A slightly older figure, just slightly.
I like it.
Or maybe quite a bit older, I guess, from the picture.
That's true. He does look. He lost an eye too. Was that before or after Z-Day?
That was after.
Why is it your fault? Whether he believes it or not.
I thought he was done for. I thought there was no reason to go out there. I mean, it was just going to be killed as well. And then he got back.
Oh, he went out to save somebody? Oh, that's great.
Well, I mean, I don't know if he went out to save someone, but he was definitely in a situation where I thought Travis was a goner. Like, he wasn't going to survive. I didn't see him die, obviously. And I thought he was just like, he's not going to survive. So I shouldn't throw myself. You know, why, sacrifice myself for no reason when there's no game? You know, I'm not even going to survive. I'm not going to save him. I would just get myself killed.
Okay.
And then he came back.
He came back, but he lost an eye.
Yeah.
Mean. Love it. That's great. Let's move to Jonathan McClellan, our diplomat. How is it that Ryan has started to follow your lead? Why has he befriended you?
Probably because he's the kind of guy who needs someone to tell him what to do.
Mm-hmm.
Right? He's not an original thinker. I think as a diplomat, I was at least able to kind of get others to accept him to be here, because I think the teenagers were like, no, we don't want a cop. And I was like, yeah, but he's got a gun, he can be useful. So think again, let's get him in. let's see what comes of that. And that's why Ryan is and he kind of thinks I'm the leader of this enclave. How do you pronounce that?
I say enclave.
Enclave, okay, of this enclave, and that's why he thinks it's good. It's a good idea to butter me up, basically. Jonathan thinks it's a good idea to keep him around because he has that gun and that can be useful.
He's confided in you how many bullets he has.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a lot or not a lot?
He has the magazine he's got for his whatever the gun is that he has. I think these things have he has probably about a dozen rounds left. He lost his magazine when he was running from the zombies.
He hasn't told anybody that but you.
Yeah, well, it's 12 bullets. That's better than nothing. It's better than no bullets. And also we have sports shops, and probably one of these places has ammo lying around. I feel that is something he can find.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Mm.
And then, Laura, you have Virginia Kemp, the burglar, who's at a mall. I love it. What is Virginia? Yeah, tell us about your relationship with Virginia.
I feel like we were part of like some circle of drinking buddies. Or maybe we went to the same college or something.
I like that.
Like we have
Damn,
one of
she
those
is useful.
casual
Have you
but
seen her
tight
skills of
friendships.
bartering, scavenging, and stealth? Sorry.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So drinking buddies, that sounds good.
I'm just gonna make some text here.
You guys are drinking buddies. Maybe a college. Do you imagine that Laura went to like the Beechwood Community College?
Sure.
Because I don't think there's a university at Beechwood. It's just too small.
Yeah.
I think Virginia dropped out. What did she tell you about why she dropped out of the community college?
I mean, it's the reason that most people who drop out of a community college drop out of a community college, is that they try to split college and work. And it turns out that work needs to take precedent.
Yeah.
You know, so she got an opportunity to get more hours, or realized that actually she can't pay tuition and rent, even if tuition is really, really low. And so something had to give.
That hurts. I like Virginia a little more now for that suckiness. Okay.
And then she found some pretty good gigs that, you know, she can't put on her curriculum vitae.
It's true. Not a thing she could do in her curriculum vitae at all. Thank you very much. Those are some cool allies you have. Equipment for player character survivors isn't tracked. You have access to anything that would be reasonable for your character or your enclave, depending on scarcity's advantages in the enclave itself. Only rare or noteworthy equipment is worth tracking, and survivors are unlikely to start with that. You gotta go forage. To start play, we draw a fate card to start play. The GM draws a single fate card and uses the time passes side to determine what initial problem faces the enclave. I'll look to the choices and survivors introduced in the enclave creation to create that first scene and incident of the game. Something that demands the enclave take action. And so now I'm going to actually make a quick change to hide the relationships for now. And I'm going to show the time Oh, I can hide advantages too. Sorry, I'm just doing a quick bit of extra deck stuff. Hiding the population deck. And now I'm showing time passes. Here we go. I'm going to deal 1 to me and then drop it out for everyone to deal with. I'm going to blow this up because I can't read it. It's too small. There we go. All right. Time passes. External forces arrive, demanding your advantage. That is interesting.
I feel like they can't demand our gates, so they got to be demanding our sports equipment.
External forces doesn't necessarily mean that they're tougher than you. Okay, cool. Oh, it's really hard to like grab hold of this thing and change its size. That was not the best choice by me to do that thing. There we go. Cool. Here we go. It's morning when all of you, as well as the rest of the folks from the Enclave, which I think are a few dozen at least, are woken by the sound of a car horn honking. Like somebody just laying on the horn. When you, I assume, get up and try to take a look out, you will be told, hey, there are people outside, not walkers, people. And I think Ryan comes to you, Jonathan. Hey, we got to stop them. They're going to draw a bunch of walkers this way.
Yeah, with the honking, I get it. Let's go and see who that is and talk to them and maybe get them to stop honking at us. Which is a good idea.
Yeah, you got that? You got it, right?
Sure. You just have my back, right? If something goes wrong.
Oh, of course. Johnny, of course I got you.
It's Jonathan, please. Ryan, I've told you.
Right. Jonathan. Right.
Thank you.
Cool. So who is going with Jonathan to stand by the gates? On the other side are some people.
I'd definitely ask Laura.
I'll go. And, before we exit the mall properly, I'm like, should I look armed? Should I look unarmed? What are we thinking here?
We don't know what we're dealing with. So, look tough, Laura. It's probably the better if they think that they can just mess with us. I think I look harmless enough.
All right. Then
I think Trevor kind of will, as you're like making your way to the gate, he's just coming in like from the side, like, what, you dealing with this alone? Come, you need help. Come on.
Morning, Trevor. I've got Laura here. Not dealing with it alone, but
you're not really useful in this situation, Trevor. Why don't you do something else?
Well,
Trevor, why don't you keep on the lookout to see if somebody's trying to sneak in and this is just a distraction?
No, that's not what we play. You send the gun guy up. Send the
Yeah,
uniform.
exactly. Trevor, keep an eye on the gun guy. I don't trust him. Please.
I follow after Ryan.
Ryan's.
I like lean over and I'm like, we have a gun guy.
We have Ryan the cop. I
It's
hope he doesn't
obviously
shoot
me.
Trevor.
But I really am a officer of the peace.
I don't know. I just don't think of you as a gun guy. Like you.
We need to deal with the horn thing. Can we have this conversation later, please?
Yeah. He's still there? I thought he was on the roof.
Oh, Oh,
I
yeah, I'm
s- I
going to the
said
roof. I'm going to the
yeah.
roof. He takes off
Yeah,
running.
because
With a pistol? Okay.
Yeah, well, he doesn't
Um,
question. He trusts Jonathan.
he knows he has that gun training, right?
But you could put a scope on a pistol, but anyway. And I'm sure Dick's Sporting Goods has plenty. But anyway, yeah, I roll out with a golf club, and should I be allowed like a compound bow?
Okay, I'm into
The
that.
compound bow is strapped to my back still, but
Nice. Trevor, as you're making your way towards the front, Meg comes skateboarding up. We're gonna let the people in? Are they gonna stop? It's super loud.
we're going to try to stop them from honking at least, so that they attract as few walkers as possible and see what they want.
Don't miss
Yeah.
that noise.
Well, we've got Ryan going up top, but just in case we need to.
Up top?
Yeah.
He has like a pistol.
God. He says he knows how to use it.
Mm. And then the horn stops when they look through and see through the gates that you guys are starting to appear. You
Keep an eye on us here, Meg.
yeah.
And if anything goes sketch or we need backup,
No.
go grab some hands.
Okay,
Okay.
got it. This is so weird because like we played enough of that game, 5 sessions, to where when I draw random NPCs, I have memories of the roles they played in the previous game. So
Yeah.
I've drawn Clayton Mathis. You see a man in a nice suit. It needs dry cleaning, but it's in relatively good shape. He's hidden sweat stains. There are perhaps 8 folks with him. They are arranged around this station wagon that has a bunch of stuff like bungee cord strapped to the top. They're all pretty thin. The station wagon is idling, and Clayton just grabs the lapels of his suit. How y'all doing?
Doing very, very well on this fine morning. Good day, sir.
Good day to you. My name's Clayton Mathis.
Oh, Jonathan McClellan. Could you maybe stop honking, because that draws walkers, right?
I didn't see any walkers coming this way. They're
Yeah, they can hear,
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
y'all got real good gates. I'm sure you'll be fine.
Yeah,
I just
it's true.
needed to
It's
get
true,
your
these are.
attention. I apologize if I bothered anybody.
That's fine. It's
Also, I
fine.
need to know if there were people in there versus, the
I
past.
get it. Oh, I understand. Oh, Mr. Mathis, what brings you here?
Well, we the hospital's just a few miles down the road.
Yeah, I know the hospital.
We got a member of our little crew here that needs some medicine. And well, we got along to talking, and we know that there's a sporting goods store here.
No, it's true.
There's a good deal of the past that in that hospital, and we were thinking, well, perhaps we could partner up, since I know there's some of y'all in there, and surely you need at least vitamins or something along those lines. Maybe if we could get access to that sporting goods store and forge up to get ourselves ready, then we'll bring you back some supplies.
Sounds tempting, sir. I have to say, it sounds tempting. I will need to talk this over with my friends. You understand, right? Can't be too trusting in these trying times.
Of course, we won't beep anymore, and if any of the past come around, we'll
Oh, sure.
we got a good amount of gas. We got one of the gas stations as our holdout.
I had a feeling that you had a good amount of gas. Yeah.
Sure enough.
Okay. Okay. I need to talk to everybody else, but I'll go back and say, Laura, I think just giving him the goods would not be a good idea, but getting to that hospital and getting some of the stuff they have there, that's tempting, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, just an out of character question, like, so we know that there are still medical professionals at the hospital, for instance.
That's a great
We
question.
don't know. Okay, so
how
Laura
does
goes,
the reveal your past work? Because this is, I think,
Oh, you
pertinent
can
here.
just flip your card at any
Oh, okay.
time
Okay.
and say, oh, by the way, I was so-and-so, flip the card
Oh, okay.
over, and there you
Okay.
go.
Oh, fine. Because then I will tell you, you know what? I worked at that hospital back in the day. I'm trying to flip my card now, but it doesn't like me.
I
that.
think you can right click on it.
yeah, I think you right click to interact
got
with
it.
the card.
Oh.
Yeah.
I did it for her.
Thank you.
Oh, thanks. Helpful.
Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I can make good use of the stuff they have there. Some of the instruments, some of the tech, some of the medicine as well. But, you know, some of that stuff they have there might mean that we could make our own stuff. I mean, I'm not a chemist or anything, but I don't know if chemist is the right word or if it's chemist or something.
Yeah, I
Johnson
mean,
would.
if we want vitamins, ace bandages, icy hot, and woo-woo water pills, we've got those up the ass from, you know, the GNC and sporting goods. But
Yeah.
antibacterial stuff,
Yeah.
gauze for bandages,
Autoclaves for doing our own stuff, making our own stuff.
potentially, yeah, or at least
Okay, what was Idiot saying? What does he want?
He suggested a trade. He
Yeah.
wants some of our sporting goods to go to the hospital and get back some stuff there. But I don't trust him. So what I would suggest is joint operation.
Well, yeah, the sequence is that he gets sporting goods from us first, then goes to the hospital, gets medical goods for himself and us, and brings us back some. Yeah, so
he comes back. Yeah, that's definitely part of their plan. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, no, I don't believe that either, but I want to go to that hospital.
So either we need to, yeah, exactly. We need somebody to go with him, or we need him to leave behind some token of good faith, or both, right?
I'm not a fighter, but I'd like to go to the hospital because I can pick out what's valuable there.
Bring Kravitz along. I mean, he's a bloody pharmacist.
I'm a fucking Dr. Trevor.
Yeah, you keep saying that, and it's whoop-de-doo.
Yeah, whatever.
I mean, Travis, he studied actual doing the drugs, so you just do the stitching up. He is the one who equips everyone, and I don't know.
Trevor, doctors prescribe drugs.
Yeah, he doesn't give you drugs without me saying that you need them.
And do you have a supply of drugs on you? Travis does.
Like I would tell you, Trevor. Anyway, if we go to the hospital, get the right pieces of equipment, we can make our own drugs. And with the drugs, I mean pharmaceutical drugs. Don't get your hopes up.
That was just
face. I know.
As
Jill didn't
you
keep bringing it up.
As you guys are discussing this, Laura, I imagine since you were the person talking, you occasionally will look out, and sure enough, there are some walkers that are starting to coming through along the. You can see them, right? Because you have this ocean of asphalt.
Yeah. It's one of the
Unfortunately,
cool
there's
things
a
about
bunch
the
of
mall.
cars. Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Like the
a
cars
moat.
obscure some of our vision, but not nearly all of it. So yeah, I'll hold up a hand and go, walkers outside the south tarmac.
I mean, it's their problem.
They're walkers. You hear Ryan shout from the top.
Listen, us getting medical supplies is important enough. Let's wave these guys into one of the loading docks and shut it down.
I concur. Let's do that.
And in fact, we're close enough to the mall itself. You guys go back. I'll ride alongside and wave them in. You make sure that somebody's there at the loading docks for us. All right. And then I trot over to the car and go, all right, I'm gonna guide you around to our loading docks. That can be behind a gate. Let's get in quick.
Cool. Quick cut. They're pulling into gate where you have asked them to come in. You see that they have some weapons, a few like holdout revolvers. One guy has a shotgun. Most of them have knives. So there's little to no protection. Their big idea is, yeah, if we put on a bunch of football jersey and hockey stuff, we'll be fine. We'll just burst in there. It's not the best plan.
Have we triggered gates?
Oh, yes, is it the gates. There's a move for gates. Let's take a look at that move. There we go. When you close the gates to section off portions of your enclave, you can barricade off an area as if you've drawn a triumph while barricading a place. If you do, exhaust this advantage until you can repair the gates. Do you guys want to do that?
The actual barricade is a barricade placed against the zombies.
Yeah.
That's
And there
the
are
move
zombies
it's
on the way,
referencing.
so that's probably a good idea. Yes, thank you for that point, Alex.
Okay.
I appreciate it. Cool. Let's go to our moves to see what barricading a place does. That is that a zombie?
Mostly, it's mostly secure. So those people are
Yeah.
mostly secure.
Cool. And no one has to mark stress or suffer serious harm. So the station wagon comes in. They follow because you asked them to, and you close the gates down, and they are blocked. You are blocked off from the zombies. They are blocked off from going further into.
Yep.
I'll hop out of the car. Is Trevor there?
Yeah.
Yeah. And also I should
He's like at the gate, like ready to kind of close it so you can separate from these, outsiders.
Yeah. And I should point out that I just took charge without anybody giving me the authority to do so with the, reaction to the zombies. And in my past, I was a coach, in fact.
Oh,
Nice. What a
I-
great pass for you to play. That's awesome.
I used to be an MMA coach at the boxing gym.
oh, nice.
So that's my cool thing. But I'll nod to folks and I'll take a moment to, pat Trevor on the shoulder and be like, thanks for seconding me on that triangle trade thing.
Hey, Laura.
I hit the switch for the gate to go.
As
Walking
the gate is closing, Laura, you see that several of these people walked in, even though you would imagine the station wagon, they could all pile in. And when you look to see why, they have set up a little bedroll, and there's someone underneath a blanket that looks very pale. Why do you recognize them? What kind of relationship did you have with this person before?
Probably an ex-girlfriend.
Oh, cool. I like that. What's her name?
I should have kept this open. Doink. Doink. Doink.
Fine.
All the doinks.
All the doinks. Wow, these are terrible. Haley.
Nice. Why did you guys break up?
Problems with cheating.
Oh.
You are her.
Thank you for beating me to the punch there.
Her.
Is this, by the way, is this quite easy to spot? Not the relationship, but
the reaction.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna conceal it. I'm gonna be like, holy shit, is that
I'm like,
Haley?
look, we're not opening these gates. Somebody's wounded. It's only a
Well.
matter of time. We keep them in on that side. We don't want infected mixing in with the population.
Hey, listen, y'all. I was wondering if we could move forward on this plan, because you know what they do. They bunch of, you got to keep moving. And right now we're parked in here, which is good, and I appreciate it, but they ain't going away for days. And if they collect up too much, then it's going to be trouble for y'all and trouble for us.
That
So
doesn't
maybe
sound like appreciation to me.
Damn straight. We're putting our asses on the line.
All right. Well, I understand.
So
Think you're kind of getting in someone's face about this, right? To get them to back down and shut up.
yeah.
Because of course, in his mind, he's like, okay, I've just walked into their trap, if this is a trap. So let's do it. Do you see the deck? The survivor deck? I'm not sure
So
if
yeah, I see it on the
That'll be a
sidebar thing.
Okay, cool. So
I can draw.
Yeah, you should be able to draw. So you're going to draw savagery,
Okay.
which means you draw the number of cards equal to your character's savagery, which is 3. You choose among those which one you like the best.
Blap. I triumphed.
Nice. That is a triumph. He says, whoa, ho, ho, hey. We came here and we didn't mean any offense. Just a little nervous, y'all. Just a little nervous, but yeah, we'll just sit tight.
I think I'm coming up, and you said you had somebody wounded here.
Yeah, Haley here. She
Yeah, let me have a look.
they open up the back, creaks the little back gate thing, and you end up having to crawl in because it's just a little easier. They're underneath a blanket. When you pull the blanket back, you see that there's some shrapnel in her belly, and she's bled a lot. Like they've tried to staunch the wounds. It's not great.
That does not look good. Friend here, let me see if I can do that. Is there a move that I can use to, I don't know, kind of at least stabilize her?
You're a doctor. You can do
I'm a
that
doctor.
thing.
Okay, I can do that thing. And I will say, oh gosh, what did you? Oh my God! You even wash your hands.
Of course I did.
Mhm.
We did the best we could. It
Mhm.
was a bad situation.
Yeah.
We lost a few people and we
So
dragged
awesome.
Haley out of there. She was
I will check if she was bitten though.
that is a great thing. I think
I know my zombie movies.
you are assessing a bad situation.
Yeah, I am. So how does this work? What deck do I
Okay,
draw?
cool. So
from?
you should be seeing 3 and or 4, and I'm actually gonna make one of them disappear. The survivor deck. You
Mhm.
are doing what's called assess a situation.
Mhm.
And when
Yeah.
you assess a bad situation,
Yeah.
you draw steel. So
Mhm.
you draw a number of cards equal to
Mhm.
your steel stat.
Okay.
You're very steely with a 3.
Yeah, I know. I draw from the survivor deck, right?
You do.
And I draw 3. And I flip this one. And then I have 3 cards here, and I
You
have 3
select-
misses.
Oh, you have 3. They're all 3 misses? Oh my
Yeah, they're all
goodness.
3 misses. I'm not that great at that thing.
That's
Oh, wait. Jen just wrote something. You need to restore and shuffle the
Yep,
survivor
I
deck
do.
every
So what
time.
I'm going to do is recall all the deck, all the recall and recall in player hands, shuffle, and now please draw 3 cards. Thank you very
Okay.
much for that reminder. It is the
Okay.
bite deck that is not shuffled. That's the part.
Okay. Let's see how that goes. Okay, it's a miss, an opportunity, and an edge.
Ooh, edge is what opportunity and edge. So
Opportunity counts as triumph if you mark as stress.
right. Are you willing to mark a stress?
Sure.
Awesome. She is not bitten. However, it appears that there's a guy, I think, Laura, you recognize from your MMA class, who Haley cheated on you with, Joey. And Joey's pretty obvious to you, Jonathan, because it's a triumph. It's pretty obvious to you he's hiding. He got bit.
Oh, great.
Like it's around his wrist. He's got he's tied some stuff around it, and you see what looks like a pair of tooth marks. Yeah, it's pretty obvious to you, Joey.
Okay.
He's like, hey, coach. Good to see you again. I didn't know you made it. Mall, right? Huh, crazy.
Big and just about everything we want's there. So
I will tell Trevor. I don't want to do anything myself, but if he's bit, he's bit. That's bad. But I don't want to go up against him myself. Do we have a policy of dealing with people who are bit? Do we just shoot them, or do we just pray for them and then shoot them, or do we take them out and I don't know, leave them for the other walkers?
Get them out of the mall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. In general, I don't think there's anything particularly official, but
Okay.
there's a set of priorities that
Yeah.
people execute with the kind of discipline that is inversely proportional to how close they are to the person.
Mm-hmm.
Of, get them out of the mall, put them out of their misery, etc.
Well, I will go to Trevor and say, hey, this guy's bitten. We need to get him out of here. And I will tell this Clayton guy, but prepare for trouble. And then I will go to this Clayton guy and say, hey, one of your guys is bitten.
What?
This
No,
guy
no,
over
no,
there.
no.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. Don't debate me on this. Don't know what your policy is on that, but do you want to take care of it yourself, or should we do it? It's the only question here.
He looks over at the 6'4" Mack truck that is Joey.
Oh.
Joey saved like 3 people. I don't know if
Yeah, he won't be saving any people. He won't be saving people soon. Soon he will be infecting people. So
yeah.
I know this is tough, Mr. Mathis.
Oh.
I know that this is hard, but That's the way the world works right now. We need to make hard choices.
Let me give him a tour.
And Laura, I saw in the notes you were out of earshot with the others, making small talk with Joey. Joey's like, you could see he's a little sweaty. He's a little.
Where did all this happen?
There were some guys that tried to rob our store. We're at a, we're at one of those
Gas station, right?
Yeah. God, everything's slipping. Yeah. We had a gas station. We had some, you want a bunch of fucking ding dongs and all the Prestone you want, but gas. And they came in, it got bad, dropped a fucking grenade in us, man. They had some shit. You didn't hear it?
How many?
It's 2 of them now. But yeah, it was bad. Noise came. We ended up having to drive away because some of the past came in and
Well, listen, let me be real with you. It's pretty rough on us to give up protective gear, weapons, etc., and then sit on our hands hoping you come back.
sure. Yeah.
So some of us are probably coming with you to the hospital. Jono's a doctor, so that's great for
Sounds good to me.
Haley. Yeah.
Coach, it sounds good, Coach.
Yeah.
I trust you.
But most of all, do you have anything to barter now? You want to share some of that gas with us?
Man, Clayton's.
You bring anything as a bit of a pot sweetener? You probably didn't have time. I get it.
Yeah, no, not so much.
Well, just think about it and maybe put a little bee in Clayton's bonnet, you know?
We need to make this happen.
Yeah, I get you. I hear you. Yeah.
I know you and Hay didn't work out, but I love her. And maybe you still do too. We gotta get to the hospital. I gotta make sure she survives. You know what I'm saying? It's important.
I get you, man. It's over between me and Hay, but I don't want to see her go out with a goblin like this. What the fuck?
Maybe she could stay here.
Maybe, but what is that? She's probably better off at the hospital.
Yeah, once we clear them out, maybe.
Well, I mean,
doctor friend, shit like that.
Well, she's not bit, so let's keep her here, because if the hospital's overrun, that's going to take days and be a fucking mess. Then we bring supplies and Jono back, get her patched up. Oh, Travis could maybe look after her at least a bit.
Sure, that sounds good.
That's not mine to say. Of course, we got to ask Travis, but cool.
Sounds like we got a plan.
Yep, and I touch Knuckles with him and make to mosey back to where the probably more important conversation's going on.
Oh, totally.
I think I would walk up towards Laura as she's approaching, kind of move off the side and we got to kill him.
Which one?
He's been the big lug. You wanna
hold on? And that's right. That's how this works. Hold on while I check something mechanical.
You're gonna pull it back in your head.
And I'm wondering, do you think this would require a common NPC down to kind of get Clayton?
Yeah, at this point, Clayton is not going to have that conversation.
Yeah. So honestly, I assume that I've been held back a bit and Joey is moving towards Clayton a bit more decisively, trustingly even.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Yeah,
so take +1 steal. Oh, awesome.
Yep. So
Nice.
cool. I'm gonna do. There we go. Nice. And yeah, I'm just going to take the compound bow off of my back and shoot at Joey.
Oh, fuck.
I'm gonna go right for his heart.
Oh, God. That's awesome. Turn to violence. When you turn to violence against the... So it says against the uninfected.
I think
But he's not a
that
zombie.
counts as, yeah.
Yeah, I think he counts as uninfected because he hasn't turned. Draw savagery. On a hit, you're
Mhm.
going to trade harm and choose options. On a triumph, you get to choose 3. On an edge, you choose 2. Let me make sure that I've recalled everything.
Yep.
And then let me shuffle. And now you may go ahead and draw 3 survivor cards, Jen. Uh-oh. This means looking at her trauma. This is good. You guys are getting it all out on the table.
Oh, they are all misses.
Oh, snap.
Terrible.
Did you take back the 3 cards from my hand?
I
though?
did.
Yes.
Okay.
I did, and I shuffled. Yeah.
Okay.
While you were reading the trauma. I
game
was like,
Okay,
me.
yeah.
miss,
okay.
miss.
Uh-huh.
Oh no.
That's awesome. Okay, I'm gonna recall those just so I don't forget to do it, because that was like the #1 problem I had with this game, is not remembering to do that. So on a miss, I think what happens,
Ooh.
Laura, is you draw that out and you try to shoot him right in the heart. And yeah, I think what happens is one of the other members of the crew sees it and they call out a warning. And Joey like steps just to the side and you end up shooting him right in the arm. So, fuck, coach, fuck. And then he's gonna draw out. Yeah, I think he's one of the people with a gun. And so he's gonna draw with his left hand, his offhand, so he doesn't hit you right on, but he is gonna shoot you. And I think it's because it's a one shot, and I think you're gonna need to do the move is called
Suffer serious harm.
All right. Draw a card from the survivor deck.
Oh,
Draw an
I have
additional
recalled.
card for each.
I'm sorry, I have drawn and shuffled. Yep, you're gonna draw
Yep.
a card from the survivor deck. Additional harm for each true statement. Unintentional, accidental. Sorry, no. Isn't explicitly lethal. It is a gun. You have cover, body armor, or a bodyguard.
There might be
I think cover.
a pillar or something that I can
I think
duck behind.
take another. Yeah, there's enough. There's people moving around. There, that definitely.
And I think the wildly aiming would kind of count as that cover a bit as well.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I got an edge and a miss. So let's see.
Okay. An edge and a miss. Okay, so let's look at that move again.
So on an edge, I choose, it's messy. I'll die without immediate aid. It's painful. I take -1 ongoing until I get some rest, or it's lasting. One of my stats goes down by 1 permanently.
It does not play around.
Well, you can get immediate aid though.
I
That's
could
true.
get immediate aid, but I'm going to choose that it's painful.
Nice. -1 ongoing until you get some rest. Sounds good. I see in the chat that there was a trauma that got deleted or something.
It didn't get put on the.
Oh,
playbook.
it's just in my hand, and you don't.
you want me to
and I
steal
don't.
it?
I can't get it out. I can't get it out of my hand.
Okay.
It doesn't want to move back onto the board. I don't know what I'm.
Can't just, yeah.
That's annoying.
Yeah.
Let me
Yeah.
see if I can help you.
Please.
wow, I can't click anybody. Oh, I can't click your hand. It looks like something weird's going on.
Yep.
Refreshing the page.
Roll20 hates me.
Roll
I think.
20 is
Yeah.
a glitchy thing.
It is very mutual though.
That's fair. Yeah, I can't touch it, so it's not just you. I don't think
Okay.
you did
Cool.
anything wrong. If you tell me what the trauma is, I can take a picture of it, I guess.
Yeah. We can
Remember we
try
did
and-
this once
I
before.
can just keep it. I keep it in my hand and then reveal it when I
Sounds
hit
good.
the
I trust
condition
you.
and tell you
Yeah,
what
we
it's
totally
doing.
trust you. Okay. Boom. Laura gets shot. Joey is now got an arrow in his good arm, and I think there's like 15 people or so here. No one wants to deal with Joey because he's a big guy and he's bleeding. And yeah, sure enough, you can
Where
see.
did I get hit?
Oh, great question. I think it's painful, so I think it got hit. Like,
Maybe it's like the leg or something.
yeah, I was thinking, yeah, leg, yeah.
Yeah, leg.
And Clayton's like, we know you've been bit, and he's like,
I want to get like.
boom, and he
I-
shoots Clayton in the head.
Oh no.
Okay, I
Wow.
was going to get it, into someone's face, but I think I'm also kind of.
Well,
trying
I'm
to-
not out of arrows, so
You are not
I
out of
would
arrows.
like
somebody
to-
does something else first.
I would like
Yeah.
to step out and just have my arms up. Okay, he's got a gun. This is maybe risky, but you never know, right? I'm a doctor, and I say, Joey, man, you've been bit. You have. Do you really want to go down shooting your own people? Is that how you want to go?
You are trying to calm an NPC down with logic or reason. Draw
Yeah.
steel.
Yeah, I
I've
see.
already recalled, and I
Mhm.
have shuffled.
Okay. Cool. Then I will draw 3. And we'll see how that goes. I have an edge, an opportunity, and another edge. I will again use the opportunity and mark more stress because, come on, that's what it's there for. I assume, I have no idea. But I will mark another stress because that's always fun, and I will have a triumph.
That is awesome. I
Mhm.
think what happens is he yeah, that was, I hate that motherfucker.
Sorry, man.
He does the thing where he like lets the trigger hold thing, like he slides the gun forward where it's not in his hand, he can't possibly easily fire it, and he'll hand the revolver to you.
Now, I want to do something, and I just want to see if it's okay, if it's like taking away from what you've just done. I want you to veto it if it's once he kind of the gun is no longer a danger. I want to just smack him in the head with a lead pipe because we have to finish him off.
Yeah, we have to basically, and if he doesn't
Yeah.
see it coming, if I keep his attention, that seems like it's the. I mean, he's gonna die anyway, and if he walks out to the walkers, that's not gonna be a pretty death. And getting hit in the head by a lead pipe is maybe.
Does that need
Maybe
a roll? Because it could go
I-
badly, of course.
It could totally go badly, and this guy's a big guy.
Hmm.
I think here's what I'll do. Yes, you need to turn to violence. I'll give you an extra card because he's surrendered. I'm giving you an advantage of an extra card.
Okay,
here.
so I get
draw
to
your
have
savagery
some
plus 1 more.
Laura level savagery for a moment.
You're Laura-esque in your savagery, and you saw
Excellent.
how well it went for Laura. So
Yeah. Have you collected it?
I
don't
have.
see any cards, so
I have.
I get 3.
for a brief period of time, I'm on the ball. So
I got an edge.
nice.
That's my
On an edge in violence, you get to choose 2 of those options.
inflict terrible harm, suffer little harm.
I think what happens is that you get this lead pipe like out of nowhere. You come up, you clock him in the back of the head. He did not see it coming. But when he jerks, the arrowhead sticking out of his arm stabs you. And you take, it's not serious. We'll say it's, I mean, it hurts like a bitch. We'll say you take 1 stress of damage. It cuts you. He falls to the ground. And yeah, you can make sure his head's bashed in.
Oh, I'll dispose of the dead then.
Yeah, sounds like the next thing that needs to happen.
I angrily, I think, swearing at him, I hit him again.
We are now moving to the zombie moves.
So my bite deck.
The bite deck, let me shuffle it one more time. You're going to dispose of the dead. When you dispose of the newly deceased, not released, deceased, draw savagery. On a hit, you do what needs to be done quickly. On an edge, it isn't smooth going. You'll mark stress or draw from the bite deck your choice. Wait. Dispose of the dead draws from survivor. Sorry.
Oh, thank you, because it would have not gotten well because I just drawn from my deck. Take that.
And we can help, right, by marking stress or something. Is there a way?
Yes, there is a way to help. NPC, not NPC. Help or interfere. When you help or interfere with another survivor, mark stress to draw cards equal to their face-up identity cards. Replace any 1 card from their draw with a card you have drawn before the results are evaluated. Which means the more you know a person, the easier it is to help them, but it's their face up.
Okay, but I have to switch out the card before I know what they've drawn.
No, he can say what they are. It's just before
okay.
before we say.
Okay, I'm not rolled, but you know me.
Yeah, go ahead and draw your.
Okay, I want to try that. I don't understand
That's
it, but
awesome.
I want to try that. So I need to mark stress, right?
You'll mark stress, and then you're drawing 2 cards because Trevor has 2 cards face up.
Cool. I will mark my stress or try. Oh, wow, it worked. And I draw 2 from the survivor deck, and do the others need to be
Well, Alex will. It's all from the same deck. We're not shuffling between the draws.
Okay.
Trevor will draw, and you will draw.
And I will draw 2, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay. I have done so.
So at the moment I've got an edge.
Okay, I have 2 misses, so not very helpful.
That's okay.
So I'll keep my edges.
Yeah. Sure. Keep your edges.
So I can choose to. I'll just mark stress because I don't want to draw from the bite deck.
No one wants to draw from the bite deck.
No one. Yeah,
okay, so you mark stress. You do what needs to be done. What does that look like? Do you drag him outside of the mall? Is there some place here in the loading dock?
Right where he fell, I just cave in his skull. 2 hits.
Yep.
And then I just like wipe sweat from my brow and like and muttering under my breath, I kind of walk back towards the gate. And
the survivors who came with Clayton, who now have no leader and no big beef boy, they don't say anything at this point, but you hear a sad little wail from the back of the station wagon as Haley pulled herself up to try to see what's happening and watched her.
I limp it into the back.
I will. We don't need to play this out, but I will talk to the survivors, try to calm them down.
That's fine. Not drawing deck. They're pretty shook right now. Laura, God,
I know. I know it's fucked up.
Saved me. Can't believe he killed Clayton. Shit.
Joey could be a good guy, but Joey could also be a complete meatball. Which is great if you're into that kind of thing, but
Don't judge. He was my meatball. Fucking.
hey, meatballs are good sometimes. We're gonna get you to the, well, we're gonna get you inside, set up. Don't sit up.
Okay. I think I'm bleeding a little bit more.
We've got a guy in here who's a pharmacist. Jono over there's a doctor. We're gonna do this hospital run.
Oh, you big time. Whatever you guys need.
Getting some medical supplies from the hospital is gonna be a great start.
And I'm going to draw her past. You know it. I just want to draw her past to see what is it that she's actually able to offer this group.
Right.
Useless. She was an actor. I say this as a person with a minor in theater.
Oh, come on. Come on. Be kind.
Yeah, she was an actress.
She had some talent. She could have gone places, but then the world ended and
Not her fault.
not her fault. What's the local cable access show that she was in?
Oh shit, that's great. Channel 102. It was a thing inspired by another West Coast deal. Every week they wrote a new script and performed a 5-minute thing on an ongoing narrative. So
Okay.
that was Haley's thing. She was the lead actress and head writer and also prop master and
You got to wear a lot of hats at the
yeah,
scale.
she had so many hats.
Oh boy.
Oh,
But yeah.
sweet. And I think as you're there, you see that there's like one of those camera bags. It's got a bunch of tapes and stuff.
You brought a camera?
Well, yeah. It's
A
the
studio
backup.
camera?
Well,
Oh.
yeah. I mean, shit.
That is so like you. Oh fuck! I like try to lean on the station wagon, and my leg just is extremely pissed at me.
She tries, like, reflexively wants to get up to help you, but doesn't, and then just lays back. And I think
I'm gonna make this happen.
looking at time, I think maybe, unfortunately, we may need to break here with the next episode. If we have a next episode being you guys heading to a hospital to grab it for supplies, or perhaps just picking up after that and flashing back to see how bad things went. But yeah. Cool. Well, that was a taste of Zombie World. I'm sorry that setup, I took a little longer on setup than probably should have.
I will
still
blame
pleased.
Roll20 for that.
Yeah.
There were some
It's,
things that were slowed down by Roll20, yes.
Yeah. The cards are a thing that in physical meat space
So fast.
really speed things up.
Mhm.
Online, they
Mhm.
don't really.
Mhm.
It's,
I wonder if just doing playingcards.io with the decks for a custom thing that you don't sell anywhere, so you don't have to step on anybody's toes, would be way cooler. I think.
Way faster though, too.
Yes. Or I guess Tabletop Simulator, or what is that thing called? The Forge or something? Isn't there a new one?
New
there's
Forge.
Like this arena and something arena and
There's a
Yeah.
new VTT that I've seen people.
There's whatever the
Releasing assets
Avatar
for it.
Legends is out on. 'cause
Yeah.
I got a email about their digital.
Foundry.
Thing.
That is it. Foundry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Foundry VTT.
Yeah,
It's supposed to be really good.
I'll bet it could be. Yeah.
I've heard people who love it. Like literally are saying this is the best VTT I've ever used. It's cool.
Good.
It
I'm
keeps going.
if people say that about a new VTT and they've experienced multiple different kinds, then that's hopeful. I want to be optimistic. Cool.
Well,
Yeah.
That was
This
really
is-
fun. Thank you for
yeah.
the idea of setting it in the Maliverse. That was some nostalgia.
Mhm.
Oh my goodness. Some serious-
Yeah, it made me happy every time I saw something on the map. It was like, oh, I totally forgot that, and it just all springs back into my brain, like
Mhm.
the little
And I
different
think we
shops and the
lost-
hole. And
We lost the gaming shop, I think, to the
Yeah, Mylar
to the-
Baggins is upstairs, and
oh no,
yeah,
Mylar Baggins is not a thing any longer.
we can't go to Claire's.
Mhm.
We can't go to Emo Dojo.
Oh no,
I know.
Oh,
What if I
man.
want a fake katana?
yeah, we can't go to the costume shop for the
was Goomba's
community
Pizzas
theater.
the one that had the arcade? Kind of.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
one was-
Was the
The
arcade
pizza place.
upstairs?
I think it was downstairs on a corner. I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. It was a downstairs.
In my head, that's sort of how I imagine it. Anyway.
Yeah.
Goomba's Pizza, yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
The Hoyers are also still there. So we got a bunch of not very great lawyers.
Goomba's
hanging around.
Pizza with the pokey sticks. Oh
Mhm, mhm.
shit! We should have just had scenes in the mall, guys. I think that's a missed opportunity.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I- I
Next
was-
time we should have been like, okay, this scene you've just described, where is it exactly?
Yeah.
We need
Yeah,
to place it.
Mhm.
The
That-
fate pushed us immediately sort of out of the mall, but
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I wonder if what's her name is still at the Heroes for Hire though.
I feel like Heroes for Hire is probably not
Yeah,
there.
Probably
But
not, but you
Yeah,
never heard
they're
of
currently
the-
trying to come and save the mall that has been disappeared for what was
Yeah.
did we say like 3 months? There's just been
Mhm.
Yeah, but I
this
think
gap in Beechwood.
what was the name of this Robo girl thing that
Oh, that you
That
could
was-
have the head
uh,
that you'd
yeah, the head that she had a body.
Yeah.
The one that I reprogrammed
Oh,
and was our
Goldie?
helper.
No,
Goldie
she
or
was
something.
no.
Yeah.
Goldie was Tyler's character.
No, Goldie was Tyler's character, right? But she had a name.
Yeah. Goldie was also the name of Golden Boy's dog.
Right.
Sorry, in
Yeah.
the pets. I'm
Just,
looking. At the pets.
yes, true.
Yeah, I definitely have this perfect image of this huge expanse of Beechwood that is just missing,
I thought
and
her
then
name.
this like tower of
Mm.
sewers and underground parking section, and then just perched on top is just the Heroes for Hire shop, whatever. Just got left behind as everything else got taken because
Ooh,
Mojoverse
okay.
didn't want to deal with that again.
God, it's so good.
Yep.
This-
It's like
this-
take charge. Was that a battery shop? It's not worth asking.
So good. All right. That was fun. I enjoyed myself. We did get a whole lot of Zombie World in, but
Mm.
it was the setting alone did it for me.
Yeah. No, this has
Yeah.
inspired me to maybe try running this in person for a Halloweeny kind of thing with my friends. We'll see.
Oh, good luck. You have
Yeah,
to let
thank
us know
you.
what happens.
yeah.
I
really-
will do my best. If it happens,
I still want
will.
the dog to appear one day.
Yeah.
in the-
Churro. You want
I
churro
need to
then?
be right back, but I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah, there's
Well,
a
I'm
dog in
gonna-
the population card somewhere.
I'm
Never
gonna
turns up.
stop the recording. Thank you guys so much for playing.
By internet.
Bye.